guys, welcome to a post-Cancer season musings. So this reading has been inspired by Cancer season. I would say mythology. I would say the different tarot cards I've got here today. So we're using the Klimt tarot, the Gustav Klimt, the Goddess Guidance, and magical messages from the fairies by Doreen Virtue. Both of those are by Doreen Virtue. We'll tie in some astrology. So post-Cancer season musings. I was inspired by mythology this season in particular, and it took me down some tangents. And I feel like the archetypes from tarot are not too far away from the popular mythological archetypes, Ace of Swords and the Three of Wands. This is funny because this came up for Virgo yesterday, the Three of Wands, and there is this energy of receiving or goods coming in. There is a triumphant success when it comes to things that may have been held up, things that may not have been necessarily imbalanced, things that may not necessarily have been fair. I don't know if the lighting is 100%, so I've turned the light on, and I think every little helps because Mercury is going into retrograde in the sign of Virgo, and a lot of people would think that this would be bad, like la 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 la, like no. This particular Mercury retrograde in the sign of Virgo is one of those times where time is going to feel like it's slowing down in order for you to get everything done and accomplished exactly the way that a perfectionist, i.e. a Virgo, would want it done. For some, this may be a bad thing, but I think if you really are one who enjoys the intricacies of life, for example, enunciation, articulation, things like this these challenges, they bring about great result and great experience and great knowledge. So it's a really good opportunity, I think, this Mercury in retrograde, to fill yourself up with the opportunity to do things the way that you would really want them done. Three of Wands. Actions taken in the past were not in vain. The energy that you had spent in the past was not in vain. Do you see how, oh, I don't know if I can show you these cards, but let's cover it up. Do you see how she stands almost in front of the ocean? And there's this sword, and she has this looking glass in her hand. It's almost like a siren. This is looking, oh wow, High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. The Siren's Revenge. Okay, we have the name for the reading. The Siren's Revenge. Strong feminine energy here. Really strong feminine energy. The High Priestess. Look how beautiful this card is. She holds her books, and she is sat there with grace and poise. This is somebody who's well informed, well knowledgeable, well skilled. She's been through things, right? She has that experience behind her, which is why she can say what she says. She's almost an oracle. People trust what she has to say. They're listening when she's speaking. Hold on. Okay. And that's a Tower card. So, I feel as though let me just see here. The Four of Wands. I feel as if there is a feminine I'm talking to who'd always dreamt of a family, of a baby, of security, of stability, of love, of peace, of being able to pass on her feminine talents and her skills and put her best feminine self to use. This could be via motherhood, this could be via marriage, this could be via creating a home, I feel like there is a feminine or feminines here, or the energy. I'm picking up like a bunch of feminines here. So this is like a collective of feminines who had this hope of wanting to, or had this aspiration of wanting to really give their feminine, divine feminine energy to the world. And I feel as if there was a lot that you had done, a lot that you had given, a lot that you had said, so much so to the point where it almost stripped you bare of all of the good that you had, like a siren. Even the hopes and the dreams, those wishes, those things that you really wanted, the Tower card. I feel as if there may have been encounters that surrounded you that kept on breaking down. And as the years passed, more of you seemed to get taken away. But the thing here is that the more that was taken away, the more that was embedded in terms of knowledge. And so somehow there is this triumphant success that also sounds like the voice of reason, that also is the truth. And there's this masculine energy to this Ace of Swords. So it's almost as if this feminine has had to step into her masculine in order to be able to survive these towers where bits of her were continually stolen away from her. I feel like the energy that was put into you, simply out of the sheer love that you had for yourself, shows in how, regardless of how much was taken of you, you adorned yourself in this three-dimensional realm. You adorned yourself to cover up the Magician. That throughout the process of this intense, incredible pressure of heartbreak over and over again, these repetitive towers that stripped away from you, that tore away from you, that left you with knowledge that now apps like YouTube use people like me to feed their AI with. Pay me. Magician card. You've become a refined magician in the process. And there's something about your ability to create. There's something about your ability to go on. There's something about your ability to alchemize and change and make things appear from out of nowhere like a true magician. There is something about this energy that nothing can replace. Two of Cups. You're in your power, and that's like a lighthouse, and you are there shining out this luth, this light, and it's impossible to miss. And the thing with light is that it always draws in a moth. And I don't mean to compare your person to a moth, but there is someone here who has this bound. They are bound, intrinsically bound, and it doesn't matter how far away they try and get. They are always with you. Sirens have this type of magic. Sirens have this type of beauty. Sirens have this feminine essence. It's knowledgeable, it's intuitive, it's receptive, it's magic, but it's also empathic. It's also really loving. And the thing is, regardless of how much capitalism and negative low vibrational frequencies such as greed can consume the world, as long as there is still humans, I mean not humans pretending to be gods, but humans, humble humans that are willing to walk this experience as a soul, as long as there are still those people, there will still be, like moths drawn to flames, sacred unions and sacred partnerships where people will be pulled together because it's part of the cosmic tapestry. It's what's meant to happen. The Ace of Cups and the Six of Cups. As this is a kind of like a channeling this energy, and the first thing that came to mind when I said, oh wow, the Ten of Cups, the Hermit, the Six of Pentacles, the Four of Wands,